Hi everybody, my name is David and I'm here with Sabrina, and today we're going to teach you how to do squats correctly to build your butt. I see people doing squats wrong all the time, and the way they're doing it is going to mostly work their thighs and not build their butt as much. This is why a lot of people who do squats don't get any results in their glutes. So in order to do squats correctly to build up your butt, the most important thing is you want your feet straight ahead or somewhat straight ahead. They can be slightly pointed out. And you want your feet to be about hip width apart or a tiny bit wider. And the most important thing is that you focus on sitting your butt back and not having your knees go forward. Let me show you. So Sabrina, go ahead, get in squat position. And she's gonna keep the weight on her heels. Her feet are straight or somewhat straight ahead. They're about hip width apart, or they can be a tiny bit wider. And focus on sitting your butt back. There you go, just like that. Let's do a few of these so they can see. There we go. Keep going. There you go. So she's doing good. So we always look at the knees. And we always got to make sure these knees are behind the toes. That's really important. There you go. There you go. Now this is without weight. Actually, the form is a little bit easier when you have a barbell, which she usually uses. Keep going so they can see. You're not tired out yet. This is only body weight. You can do this all day. There you go. So the focus here is on sitting her butt back. And in a minute, I'm going to have her do these squats with a barbell so you can get a better idea. I like doing squats with a barbell or even a dumbbell. Okay? Now go and stop. Now, actually face the camera. Show them facing the camera. So you can see her feet position. So she's about hip width apart. Now she could even go a tiny bit wider if she needed to. Her feet are pretty much straight ahead, but if she wants, she could point her toes out slightly. Okay? A little variable is okay, not too much. And do a few squats like that. There you go. And back stays straight. So she always keeps her back straight, which is really important. And your head, there you go. She has her head in a good position. You should be looking kind of down at an angle. There you go. She's doing really good. She sits her butt back. There you go. It just works both your butt and your legs. Okay, so let me show you a form of squats. This is kind of, it's not necessarily incorrect, but it's a popular form I see a lot of people doing. And this type of squat works your thighs a bit more and it puts more pressure on your knees. So go ahead, face that way again. And this time I'm going to have you do a squat where you go a little wider. Point your toes out. Go a little wider. And then have your knees come forward first. There you go. And then do it one more time. Have your knees come forward more. There you go. Okay, then back up. I don't want to have to do too many incorrectly. But you've probably seen people do the squats like that before, where they go a bit on the wider side. Their toes are out more. So they have a wider stance, toes out, and their knees are coming forward their knees come forward pretty much all the way to their toes, even sometimes maybe a little bit past their toes. And the thing with that type of squat is, one, you're using your thighs a lot more than your glutes. So this is why you'll see people who do those types of squats, and maybe they got actually pretty buff quads, but their butt sometimes is flat. I've seen that many times. I've seen it more in girls, because girls a lot of times wear tighter clothes, you can tell. And I'll see some of these girls, they do squats like that where their knees come forward a lot, and they'll have like these buff thighs, and they're squatting a lot of weight, but then their butt's like not there at all. It's like, you're doing all this weight, you're not even using your glutes. So this is why sitting your butt back will get you to use your glutes a lot more. Also, when your knees come forward a lot like that, you're putting a lot more stress on your knees. So if you're somebody who has sensitive knees or any knee injuries, you're gonna find that doing squats like that where your knees come forward, it's going to give you some pain. On the other hand, if you focus on sitting back, you'll notice you don't get the same pain. You'll get the pain in your butt, which is where you want it. Okay? Another type of squat a lot of people do is the wide stance squat. So for the wide stance squat, go wide, toes out, and go ahead, and that's almost too wide, not quite that wide. Look, there you go, right like that, there you go. And just sit back, sit your butt back on this one. Yeah, that's good, yeah, sit back. So this type of squat right here is really good for the inner thighs. This squat is designed to really target the inner thighs more, and do some facing the camera. There you go, go wide. Now you'll see people doing squats like this with this really wide stance with their toes out, and this works your inner thighs more. It does work your butt a little bit, but it's more for the thighs. Now people will do these wide squats because people have this belief that when you squat, you gotta get your butt to the floor. And that's a huge myth, and I'll tell you why. It's because in order to get your butt to the floor doing perfect form squats, you have to have perfect flexibility. Most people do not have perfect flexibility. So because most people lack correct flexibility, when they squat, in order to get their butt to the floor, they compensate by having their knees come way forward, or they even round their back, or they point their toes out a lot and go wide. When your toes are out and you're wide, you can go really low. You're not going to be able to go that low when your feet are straight ahead, about hip width apart. You're not going to be able to go as low. Depending on how flexible you are. I'm not the most flexible person in the world. Okay, she's not either. I have worked with a few women over the years who can do squats with their feet pretty much somewhat straight ahead or almost straight ahead, and their butt sitting back and their knees not coming forward, and get their butt like not quite to the floor, but obviously they get below parallel. And those girls had great flexibility, but like that's really rare. Most adults do not have that good of flexibility. So when you're doing squats, you're probably not going to be able to get your butt super low. The main thing is go as low as you can correctly. Over time, you'll become more flexible, your muscles get stronger, and you'll be able to go a little bit lower. But you have to understand, you know, if you're 30 years old and you've been sitting on your butt at work all day and at your job and at school and in your car, your flexibility is not going to be the same as when you're maybe 15 years old. Okay, so do your best for however you can. Now let me have her do some with the barbell. So I'm going to grab the bar. Okay, so I'm going to do some in correct form with the barbell. This is about 35 pounds. So go and face that way. I'll put it on your back. There you go. Grab the bar. You got it right there. Okay, so do a few like that so they can see. Sit the butt back, remember, watch those knees, don't let those knees go forward. There you go, get the butt going back. Let's get her feet in the camera. There you go, so sit that butt back as best you can. There you go, that's good. Get that booty going back. There you go, she's doing good. Sit your butt back a little more if you can. There you go, okay, that's good, okay. So if you want to build your butt doing squats, the most important thing to remember is to get your butt going back first. When you start to go down, don't have your knees come forward first like some people do. The incorrect way is they have their knees come forward and then their butt kind of comes back. You want your butt to go back first. And as your butt goes back, your knees bend. That's the most important thing, and that's what's going to work your glutes. Your back has to be straight. Keep your chin so you're looking straight ahead like that. Don't be doing this stuff or looking down, you'll hurt your neck. And practice the form maybe with no weight. As you get better, get a light barbell, even just like 10, 15 pounds. And if you do it correctly, you'll see squats can be a very good butt exercise. A lot of people say they're not the best butt exercise, but it also depends how you do them. If you're doing them with your knees coming forward, they're not a good butt exercise. If you do them the way I'm teaching you, they're going to be one of the best butt exercises you can do. So once again, my name's David, here at Sabrina. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel with the notifications for more videos. And if you want to follow a complete workout program to help you get an amazing butt and nice legs, check out 30daybutttransformation.com. I'm going to teach you some more exercises and I have a complete workout program as well as meal plans on there. All right, well, see you next time.